Hello, everybody out there. Welcome, PTG fans. We are here today. I am Lucky Sixes. We have Hyper G.
Yes, that is I.
I was kind of waiting for you to pipe up.
Why?
I
was waiting for you.
And we've got PTG Goblin.
Good man. Well done.
Bringing up the rear.
You'll go far.
That's it. So
Make it awkward for him.
Yeah, I know, right?
No,
anyway,
you're in a bad mood.
Yeah, that's the end of the video. See you later.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, so we are here once again for another wonderful army chat where we get to just basically talk rubbish for a little while about specifically about one of the armies from the 9th Age.
Yeah.
Lot. Today we are moving on to down the list of alphabetical because that's literally the only way I decided to do it. So sorry, Warriors of Chaos, Warriors of the Dark Gods fans. We are on Demon Legions and looking at once again things that we like about the army, concepts, models, and then a little bit about army units and things like that. Just a mixed bag, so to speak, of everything we've got. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, it's going to be
very chilled.
Fun. I mean, no one really knows anything about the Demons book anyway. They've been around for 2 years and no one knows what any of the units are still. So, you know, there's no pressure on us here, is there?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the hardest ones to grasp to start off with, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
But also...
How many times have you lost to them?
Oh, that's a question.
I'm a high elf, so I just shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm boring.
At least once, because obviously I've faced him at Art of War and I didn't win there. So
yeah, I played Deej.
He beat me. He beat me.
Okay.
Deej, yeah.
Yeah. But
that's the only demons I played in.
No, fair enough. Yeah. Oh no, I beat Marcus at Black Country Brawl actually.
Oh yeah.
So. But I'm sure there's been
two omens.
More than that.
Two omens on your guy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Killed an omen in a duel. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like before, this isn't a particular review of the army.
No.
We're just going to be talking about stuff we like, stuff that not necessarily stuff we don't like. I don't think that's part of these ones. It's just things that we're interested in. There will be stuff about the units and stuff, but it really is a hobby one in total. So, just a chat about demons and what to expect and what you could expect if you open your imagination.
Absolutely, because none of the three of us play demons, but this is what we might do if we did.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we're going to start off with you, Lucky Sixes, and your thoughts with your picks. So I'll go straight into it, and you can talk to me about...
Please do.
Ooh, that's a right. DC to begin with, isn't it?
Oh, mate, he's gorgeous. For me, demons. The things that I like about it are the actual demons of of the Dark Gods. You know, all the different types of them. There's 7 if you're interested.
7 sins, yeah.
7, going on the 7 sins line. And I mean, this guy, there's the Scourge. I can't ever say it. Scourge?
No.
Scourge. That's
why we brought him in.
Actually.
He can pronounce
stuff. He's my best. If I'd have him in every list. I don't know how good he is.
Would you go?
I think it's making. Oh, if I could, I think they're only 0-1, aren't they? I think.
I don't know. Hang on.
Yeah, that'll be a question.
Yeah, first check.
Yeah,
but essentially, there is another. Do the next one. The other one I really like.
Yeah, 0-1 for a Scourge.
Yeah. Oh, it's not there. The other one I really like is the Maw. The big Maw, which I think might be coming up at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, which is an amazing model. What I like about as like concepts and things, and what you tend to get, and what is my imagery of demons is just tentacles everywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and
Awesome.
this was the best picture to show tentacles everywhere.
Yeah, you're giving some advertising to someone there. I can't really
Yeah,
tell who.
right.
That is
Yeah, I
an
don't know.
epic monster bundle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
that is a good one. It's probably from like '92 or something. It's just
Yeah.
off the thing, but yeah, it looks so. But like anything with tentacles and like just deformed humanoids and stuff like that is sort of like what I think about demons.
Very Cthulhu sort of style.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So, I mean, the Scourge is a bit of a one-off, which is why I put him first because I've just always loved him. And what was he called in the Bad Times?
Bloodthirster.
Bloodthirster. Like just, although I like anything that was the Corn and all that stuff. So I'm on Wrath now.
Yeah.
So I'm big into that. What I thought would be quite a good concept, if you like, in terms of theming. I've got two, I think. First one being like insects, which is a little bit like Tyranids of the 40k, I guess. And this picture in particular, if anybody's seen Starship Troopers, one of the all-time best films ever.
Absolutely.
It's sort of like off that, but like the idea of, because I think the insects have like the tentacles or the different limbs and things like that, and can be either like gross, like slugs and things like that, or they can be quite sharp and quick, or fly in and things. So you've got like quite a lot of different scope there, I think, and it'd be cool. Although I did the beast heads one, and mine was just, let's just do normal animals as beasts. So this one, let's just do normal insects as demons. So some more insects. I quite like the idea of like all the little ones as well.
Mage like gremlins or something.
Yeah. Sort of thing. And like I could see quite a lot of like these, like the insects being different things. Because one thing I guess with the Ninth Age is that especially with demons, I find more than any other army is that literally anything could be the units.
Yeah.
Like again, some of them. I just thought they were quite cool.
Yeah.
But like I guess putting like hands and stuff and making insects a bit more humorous. Like what's that film? The Fly.
Yeah.
That's
Goldblum,
yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely not the Japanese version. Oh my god. But yeah,
sort of like a float fly, that is, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, like making them humany and stuff. So I quite liked all the different insects of that.
Oh, he's had a bit of his fill, hasn't he?
Right, so it's a bit sluggy
Yeah.
and caterpillar. But yeah, so these was just like a lot of the ones I really liked.
Very sort of gluttony, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah, right. And I think with the Seven Sins as well, you can get. He was cool. He'd be my general.
Oh, absolutely.
What was his? He's like some worm boy or something.
Earthworm Jim.
Yeah. But like with the Seven Sins, I think more than the old war gods, like things like you can fit more stuff into each of the what they called sins.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can mix sins a lot easier in this book.
Yeah.
Can't you?
Well, there's no need to. If I take gluttony, I don't have to take all gluttony. So
No.
I quite like the idea of like all of them. That would be another cool. I haven't got that in having like one of each and something to represent, like in every army sort of thing as a concept.
Yeah.
And almost having like commander and unit or something like that, model and unit. But yeah. So that's just another example of humanoid insect.
Absolutely, yeah.
3 boobs as well. That one.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
We won't go back.
Didn't notice. Oh man, I don't even know what part of that I'm more scared of.
See, I think this is a Tyranid.
Yeah,
one of the Tyranid things.
And Keeper of Secrets and stuff like that.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So, but yeah, I quite like the insect theme. I think that'd be a cool idea.
Ooh.
Right,
You're back to your animals.
Yeah. Again,
It's a whale.
I don't know whether that's unimaginative or not. But
I think it's brilliant.
Well, we'll decide that after we've done 16 army books, and we're still looking at pictures of whales and rhinos.
My idea of his empire is an animal. No, so the next lot of pictures are like a concept I completely nabbed off Ollie Mather. I don't know whether you guys have seen it or already seen it already. And Ollie or any of his friends that are watching, I take no shame in stealing your idea. But it's so the underwater theme of, and again, sort of like going along the tentacles, roots, and things like that, but also incorporating some of the bigger things. So
it's in the full army book, isn't it? So in the full army book of the demons, there's actually the story about Akan, and one of the greater demons is the underwater chap.
Exactly. So it'd be such a cool tie to be able to create and it gives you loads of scope as well. So you could do like big things like this for like the Maw, for example, could be that, and you could change it for the Sins to be. I liked the eye in this one. I thought they'd got the eye particularly well. So like say it was like the whales or anything like that, you could change the painting scheme to be like rotting, or add in bits on for some of the gluttony and things like that. So I thought that'd be quite an easy. Well, if you're good at painting and stuff, and good with green stuff and stuff, but yeah, and then again, these are just like pictures of different things for it. But yeah, like adding on humanoid things for it as well.
Have you seen the Ideneth?
That was cool.
The Games Workshop CL thing.
Yeah, like the big ass turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I'm never sure with models that so this one is these are just swimming. So I like this as a thing, but they're not when you're on like a hill and like gaining advantage in the game from a hill, but you're a fish. It was
downstream, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Fish out of water.
I guess there's an element of immersion I just can't get my head around. I suppose they're slippy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was more of a. I think you could have some
terrain.
Golf. Yeah.
There's nothing living in there.
But you could make that into like have a couple of tongues and tentacles off of it. But yeah, demons, right? They do anything. So I thought they were quite good. I was going to have a under the sea Little Mermaid thing as a starter for this lot, but I thought I'll leave that to the pros. I think that's it.
That's last one. But yeah,
tentacles.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I like the demons.
Yeah.
And again, let's turn animals into Ninth Age.
Oh yeah. No, I like the insect idea and stuff. That's the thing. You can pretty much put any animal and make it a twisted version of itself, and turn it into a mutated demon, can't you? So.
Yeah. Right.
Cool. All right. So move on to my idea of demons, which is a totally different idea to yours, actually. So that's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Let's see.
It is always a wonder, isn't it, when we're doing it, because we do all these ideas and pictures separately, and then just send them to you so we can do.
Yeah. I only glance through the pictures when I put them together. I don't know what you're going to say about them. So, on to my concept, and this one doesn't really give it away a huge amount, but I'll sort of lead into it. This is sort of like the aura kind of theme that's coming off of his limbs. Yeah, probably not a great example of the concept I'm going for, but this one is a bit better. The idea that I have for the demons is kind of like a landscapey emerging force, if that makes sense. So I'm completely abandoning the idea of the demon plane, where there's a demons coming out of portals and things like that. I kind of think that another cool idea for demons would be to have them almost laying dormant within structures and within terrain. And my idea that I've gone with the pictures is ice demons. So they're basically iced within structures within just pack ice, and they literally just emerge from them and literally become animated.
That sort of
Absolutely,
thing.
yeah, and just destroy things as they come out. And the idea is that those around them they're not necessarily unaware of the demon presence being there, but it's not yet animated, and they don't really know when it's going to strike or whatever. And so, yeah, it's just like, when is this demon going to come out and destroy me, sort of thing. And yeah, I just got a whole load of pictures of icy-like demons that are just ready to strike, basically.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I just thought that it's a twist on the whole demonic plane and having demons hidden in plain sight. And loads of people do really cool ice snow themes for any army, like with snow bases and things like that. But I just thought, literally, these guys are made out of snow or made out of the elements. And it can work with any element, but I just thought ice was really cool.
You see quite a lot of the fire ones, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I mean, fire is obviously one of the most iconic images for a demon, the hellhounds and stuff like that. Yeah, I sort of just found... I guess it's similar to an underwater theme, really. Ice is very aquatic in a way, isn't it? So
it's just an element, isn't it? So you could
exactly, yeah.
The underwater theme could be everything revolved around water.
Yeah, yeah. And so
wouldn't actually have to be animals under the water. They could just be water elemental beings.
Yeah, exactly. And it's. I mean, I like these. I mean, this is obviously 40k, but I just like the idea of frost just emerging from, and like a demon just. I kind of like the image of almost like a structure being built around a demon encased in ice, and people know he's there, but can't do anything about it because he's just there.
That's a campaign right there, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
It's also, if you want to do your cultists as well,
exactly.
you can do them as like little Eskimos and stuff like
that's
that.
That's a cool sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
That doesn't look like that's not painted. That is actually see-through, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They painted it like that. Yeah.
If they've painted, that is, I mean, hands down, that's the best paint job on a sword ever.
I've used that see-through paint. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, he's cool. I like that.
One of the monsters, one of the, I don't know, Clawed Fiend or something.
You could do it with. Is there, apart from fire, which I would probably say there's demons, but probably infernal dwarves sort of have. Is there any other elemental?
Well,
race?
Earth elemental is kind of like undergroundy, isn't there? So
no, I mean like encapsulated by race.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I would say if any of the races had fire, you'd probably have infernal dwarves, right?
Probably, yeah.
Demons could be most of them, if not all of them.
I think, definitely.
Genuinely speaking, because of the way the imagination of the demons.
They could fit anything, couldn't they? Really? I mean, in game, you've only really got flaming attacks, haven't you? There's not really ice attacks or air attacks as such as
Ogre-Khans. You've got the ice, like the Yetis and stuff like that reduces your agility.
There is that. Yes, true. Oh, yeah, and Frost Mammoth and that sort of thing. Yeah, Rock Aura. Yeah.
Which I think it's a really underused concept myself.
Probably,
the elementals.
Yeah. And it's
you've got the actual fire elementals in Infernal Dwarves, haven't you?
Yeah. Like, the incarnates.
Incarnates, right?
Yeah.
Kadim,
yeah, exactly, yeah. I just love this model.
Yeah,
I just
like that.
like the tidal wave sort of thing. Got some tentacles in there actually for you lucky sixes.
Yes.
So there you go.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, and the dragon. I was quite happy I found a nice dragon as well. Yeah.
You mean dragons?
But then my favourite of all of the ice demons,
Shiva.
Absolutely a bit of a mark to the FF fan there. Obviously, Ryan, you don't know what that is, do you? But
it's a racing game, isn't it?
Yeah, the greatest ice demon of them all, basically. Cool. Yeah, so that's my theme. So no Disney in there, I'm afraid. Sorry about
that. Not this time. Yeah.
No. So over to you, Gobbo, for yours.
Yes.
Now I have to admit, mine. Look, I've looked at your pictures a bit. I'll leave you to speak in a minute, but I have to say one thing. I am terrified. That's all I'll say. I'm absolutely... Carry on.
So my thoughts with demons, similar to yourself, is that they're here already. They don't have to be from another world. They don't have to be portaled in, like you said. But they also fulfill specific roles. And one of my fears specifically, I hate the dentist. Absolutely hate it. Because of the fear of the pain that I'm going to be in.
I think you might be the only person who doesn't like the dentist, then.
To be fair, if you go to this guy, it's probably why.
Yeah. So he came with recommendations.
Yeah. Gets the job done, and quick.
So my thought is, if you then had the demons of fear, on the fear of pain, for example, why not do a tooth fairy army?
Wow.
So, and I think...
You've just gone with your fear, and just gone, I'll turn it into an army. It would be great. That's fantastic. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm petrified, literally.
Yeah. So, again, that's a moonstone, which Callum introduced me into the game. It's a little model that I just really like, and the idea that fairies aren't necessarily good.
Yeah.
You can have bad fairies as well, especially like the little tooth fairy demon you saw a second ago, which I think is from Hellboy, I think.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
But the idea is that they work for gluttony, and they go and get all the teeth for the maw, and they get teeth from people, etc. So my idea was to use the ghoul models like that, try to change the heads, maybe try to add some little like fly wings, try to make them scary fairies, for want of a better word.
Absolutely, yeah.
They certainly are.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't even mind the dentist, but that's terrifying.
Yeah, but the thought that they're going out into the world to kill people to take their teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to put into the maw, so the maw can then keep eating.
Oh, man.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. This should have come with a squeamish warning, shouldn't it? I'm trying not to linger on too many on these pictures too long, but God, you're an evil person, Gobbo.
But this is my fear. So again, if demons are supposed to be the encapsulation of fear, pain, and all the sins, then if you put your fear,
oh my God.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Wow.
That's madness.
Yeah, but again, if you're scared of it, and again, if you can then create a model that looks like that, what a great theme to have as an army.
Yeah. You can imagine these being like myrmidons or something, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. You've got furies, you've got imps, you can do all the different types. Yeah. And all of them with an element of trying to get bones out of people or teeth from people, and they can all be armed with pliers or stuff like that.
As you called fiends,
So, regular animal.
Well, I typed in sloth demon, and it came up with that.
Absolutely.
And it is actually quite scary looking.
Yeah.
Bless him.
And remarkably similar to your tooth fairy image, actually.
Exactly.
Just with fur.
Yeah. So an army of sloths.
Oh. There's some crossover going as well.
So if you took the heads from these fellows and put them onto the ghoul bodies, and then change some of the hands for some of the scythes, sort of talons and stuff like that, you'd be getting close to the multiple teeth. You get loads of spikes and stuff.
So Tyranids have come up twice, actually. Yeah.
They have,
I think they're just classic demons, aren't they? Like, especially when we're thinking from our game and all the what do they call it? The just history, I guess, from everything for that. I mean, GW does some great models, and for the big stuff in particular, they're pretty good. Yeah.
But again, it's only the four. You've only got the 4 gods, and I think there's so much more scope for a demon. This one here is one of the new Ossiarch Bone Reapers from GW.
Yeah.
And the role of their army is they go out and steal bones from people. So
Cool.
It's
fitting
almost
really-
perfect already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's not many models in the range that I quite like, but this one looks very demonic.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's less
Yeah, I mean-
Undying Dynasties and more demonic, really. Yeah.
Yeah, like GW do quite a lot. Like, but there's some really good. Like, there's a really good range, I think, of models like from like Merce. I'm like a big fan of them. They're like, I mean, if you win the lottery, you can get like 2 models. It's great, but they are nice. Raging Heroes is another one I looked at, which was pretty good for demon stuff and a lot of character models, like things like that as well.
Definitely.
And Forge World and Zealot were ones I'd note down as particular good ones.
All
as
the
well.
companies that you've got shares in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just quote Lucky Sixes when you buy off them.
1% off. Yeah.
No, you don't get anything off. You just get the
Name
prestige of saying, yeah.
He's back to the Tooth Fairy, though.
Yes.
Yes. So that's a cybernetic sort of tooth fairy.
I don't know whether he's scarier with the mask on.
I know.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is. Anything you think you like, because your mind will make much worse what's underneath the mask than actually there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh God. That shouldn't be that terrifying, should it? But it really.
I think it's brilliant. I think they are demons.
Yeah.
A bit like naturey as well with the fairies as well.
Autumn wings. Yeah.
So fair play.
Ooh.
And definitely, you could you can see us. Yeah, so I'm trying to ignore the pictures completely. You can definitely see a structure in terms of a themed army having, because I mean with fairies and stuff, they could easily be like fairy bloat flies sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like bigger fairies, and like this one, like could be like you make it more bug-like. You had like one of the hellhounds and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
And like you said with the ghouls and stuff, they could be they could be lemurs as well. The more hardier lemurs. Hell yeah, yeah. It's obviously not lemurs, is it?
Well, who knows?
You say it,
you and the bloody animals, mate.
I know, right? Lemurs for lemurs. Oh my god, why have I not done that? That's definitely what you should do. Claude, yeah. So, but you can see like the structure of like having like the lord that everyone prays to as like the general, whatever, like the Moor, for example, or a scourge. And then like the harbinger who like rallies like all the little troops and like as like the go-between because the lord's too big time for anything.
Exactly.
And then you literally, the models sort of make themselves, really.
Yeah.
And you can use anything that you wanted, yeah.
That's what I quite like with the book itself, actually, is how... And I guess it's the way it's designed as well. Demon specifically, you can just use any model for anything. Probably one of the least obvious, like if you see like an army down or want to start collecting it, probably one of the least obvious in terms of what models to get, because you've got so much choice.
Yeah, I like it. I like choice.
Yeah. This is a D&D Tooth Fairy, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Wow. I'm really bad. I'm like reading the D&D rules now.
Yeah.
Just to see what it does. Yeah.
But you could, with the fairies. Oh my lord.
You're going to get a yellow card in a minute, Gobbo, because more pictures like these, you're going to scare our fans away. All 2 of them.
This is definitely coming in a rating. With the fairy thing, you could go, because like looking at the units in the book, you've got, like, the imps, for example, are obvious, like sort of like demonic ones. Although they come with shooting, which is something I want to talk about as well in a bit. Succubi are the actual fairies, right? Because they're like the pretty ones, right?
In theory.
Are all fairies pretty?
I don't know.
Is that one a second ago pretty?
Well, no, but like the stereotypical, right? Yeah, like Tinkerbell-esque. And I'm not saying I got a crush on Tinkerbell, right? I'm not saying that.
But
I'm not saying that, all right, but that the atypical sort of thing of that, and then but so you can like go with them for all of them, and like a clawed fairy.
So that's what I mean. These ones here, they're the monstrous infantry size ghouls. So you can then use them with the bigger wings. They'd then be like your clawed fiends or your what they used to be called, hoarders or things like that.
Yeah, and anyway, as a hoarder, you could have that. Almost, you just put a few more spikes through it, right? And maybe a backpack.
A backpack.
Well, like a hoarder, right? That's what they're doing.
Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah. I thought we went to go camping or something.
Well, they might with just out of teeth. The teeth is the bed.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and another thing with the Demon book itself is that each of, and I guess it always has. I don't think it's just specifically for the newest ones, but each unit has. It'd be so hard to say this unit is for this, is because they have all their own manifestations that you can choose. There's like 6 options for each unit. So
exactly.
We could make 3 different types of hellhounds with.
But also again, the interpretation of what the manifestations look like as well.
Yeah. What was it? So yeah, for example, right, hellhounds have grasping proboscis. Proboscis.
You say that again.
Why did I pick this one? Oh my god. Grasping proboscis. and that's genuinely like it's Proboscis. How would you say that? Proboscis.
Proboscis, yeah.
Proboscis. Anyway, the next one's much easier. Hot blood.
Hot blood.
Hot blood. So I should not read. Incendiary ichor, centipede legs, digestive vomit, horns of hubris. Hubris. That was all right. Hubris. Yeah, it's like demons don't pronounce S's. Actually, they do, don't they? Out of all the races, they
probably overpronounce it.
Yeah, right. Snakes.
Furies, aren't they? And they're only 2 letters away from fairies. So
I was thinking those wings on the backs of the ghouls, would look pretty fairy-ish.
I mean, they take the guns off and
leave them on.
Yeah,
doesn't matter, does it?
Just who cares?
There's your imps.
Although, actually, that ties in quite nicely from the next point. It's actually the Demon book, and this really came about. I had only noticed this from a recent tournament we did. The Ocho, I guess it's not recent now, a couple of weeks ago, was actually you can do a decent-ish shooting list with demons. Not necessarily in that it's ultra competitive and things, but demons have got lots more shooting than they used to. Things you've got the imps in core, eidolons. So the imps are like just your standard core troops that just shoot a lot. I think they're strength 5 AP 0. Not sure.
4. I don't think they're strength 5. They can do the it used to be Doombolt or whatever it was, but it's the Spear of Infinity now, can't
they? That's on a lot of units as an option, I think, as well.
Are strength 5 AP 0.
Oh, okay.
Energy bombs.
So just crazy. They don't hit particularly well, but like as an option, so strength 5 decent. Like then you've got the Eidolons who are like the poison guys. I think you can get pretty good poison synergy, so like shooting like monsters.
It used to be like your flamers sort of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's sort of thing. And so they've changed to that sort of thing. Then you've got
Hope Harvester.
Harvester.
Yeah.
Are the obvious they're like the big ones as well, yeah. And then with all their demons and stuff, magic and things, you actually got a decent amount of shooting you could put into your list.
My 8th edition and 7th edition Warhammer Fantasy army was Tzeentch Demons, so I had all horrors, which was awesome.
Nice.
That's madness, yeah.
And it was you just threw magic dice at people and just
yeah,
it was good until they got in combat and I died. But oh well. And this is if you go back one staff, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't really want to stay on that one anyway.
Yeah, this isn't too bad.
So again, this would be one of my Tooth Fairy champions.
Okay.
So again, the idea of like, I'd probably change the head to make it a little bit more fairy-ish rather than, oh yeah, that's a vampire.
Yeah.
But again, same principle with the ghouls. They look demonic.
Yeah, man.
But it's a cool model. I do like that model.
Yeah.
And that's horrible.
They had much better. Yeah. How do you even get them with pliers?
Just whatever you do, don't Google evil tooth fairy.
No.
Yeah.
There's lots of
big.
Not before you go to sleep,
nice.
anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Or if you want to, just watch this video because we've got all the videos there anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we hadn't been recording this so late at night.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So it's yeah. So that's really we've done like 3 or 4 completely different themes, and really, I like the fear. I like that as a concept. Actually.
Yeah.
So when I think of a demon, that's what I think of. Is it embodies your worst nightmare. And mine is pain. Really.
No, absolutely, and you associate pain with teeth. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I like it. 3 different themes. Well, kind of 3+ themes in there, really. There's lots of ways you can expand upon those themes. You know, like the element splits as well. The fear can be anything. And the animals or the insects. You know, yeah, wicked.
Yeah.
Lemurs as lemurs.
Lemurs as lemurs, man.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring the animals back. Yeah. So, and in terms of the book, then, have you guys had much chance making any lists or anything like that with the demons?
I've dabbled with the imp list and was discouraged from doing it several times. Again, I'd love it. I'd love it, but I was always told, "Don't do it. You'll just be destroyed."
Yeah. My only experiences come from the cultists, so you know, playing them as add-on units to the cultists, which is really cool. But I'm in early days of that, and that's kind of like just a fun project on the side. But
I know that more recently, anyway, in like tournament lists that I've looked at, the Scourge is coming back a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's. I haven't kept up to date with it, so I don't know whether it's had a specific change or whether it's just the points have come down dramatically. Like because that happened with the high elves a lot. A lot of stuff just came down. So I don't know whether it's because of that, but I have noticed that in some more things. But I wouldn't say there is a standard list.
No, I don't think so.
No,
but there is so much
good book design, really.
Yeah.
Similar to Warriors of the Dark Gods, isn't it? You've got a couple of units that are must, but generally the lists are normally all different.
Yeah, and and I think demons in particular, a little bit like Warriors actually. But again, with the shooting, perhaps a little bit more so, is that actually you can go down with what you're either good at in terms of playing with or enjoy playing with. So if you like super combat heavy people, you probably go the Hoarders or the Clawed Fiends. Which one? The Hoarders pretty good, aren't they?
Hoarders are the ones that grind like crazy.
Yeah, mad. But so you do that. Brazen Beasts in terms of things like Blazing Glory is pretty good as well. And
it's surprising we haven't mentioned that at all.
yeah. Although I guess with like the Blazing Glory, it's like just another big monster, isn't it? So like you could have big monsters going around and doing stuff, and just doing their own thing. So you could potentially have quite a small count of models as well.
Yeah. Although you call
chariots in there.
Some form of infantry, but
yeah. But that's not terrible.
No.
And like some of them are more expensive than well, actually, looking at them,
they're all quite pretty expensive.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same actually as well.
Elite numbers wise, points wise.
Imps are probably the cheapest.
Yeah,
but that's before upgrades, and like it's so hard to tell.
Yeah.
Like we could go through the list like the thing now, but it'd be so hard and complex to literally just do a review of what is the best core.
Yeah.
Like if you like loads of attacks and loads of rolling dice. Go suck your bike, because they've got like 8 attacks each. If you like toughness and like grinding, so you got lemurs. So your core is actually really like adaptable as well.
Yeah,
so I think you can, if you like themeless, demons are
we
a
haven't
pretty good
even
one.
bashed through the characters either, because I mean every character has different.
They're so
quirks,
different. They're so different.
Yeah.
Some of them are more fighty. Some of them, like, there's one like if there's like movement 2, but if you don't march, it gets like amazing magic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like that, yeah. I remember which one.
I'm just going through it now. Is it Kalima's Deceiver? Maybe.
I don't think
No.
so.
It's the law of change equivalent, isn't it? It's Sloth.
Sentinel of
Whatever it's
Nakuja.
Sentinel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sentinel, yeah.
So I don't know. I think overall, Demon's just so much choice. Not just in the units and stuff like that, and things like that, but in terms of modelling, army concepts and themes, and unit choice. Like, there's not much I would consider I haven't seen on the tabletop.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But at the same time, because obviously you can't, I guess the negative for demons, there's a couple actually, is that everyone else has loads of magic when they're against you.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that you're part of the veil, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you're contributing towards their magic phase as well.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a cool rule, though.
Yeah, it's different and it's interesting. Like, you get more magic, but so does your opponent. I like that. But you can't use the reason. I think the reason there's so much choice, you can't use magic items from the rulebook, can you?
No,
you can just use the manifestations, can't you?
And they've got tons of them. Yeah,
just tons. I think there's like 4 pages, isn't it?
Yeah,
of just manifestations. So
yeah,
like the army books of old.
yeah. If you like reading, demons are for you.
Especially if you want to learn pronouncing the manifestations.
Yeah, and our next video actually is on pronunciation of demon manifestations.
It's just lucky sixes in that one, though.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just, and I won't be chatting. I'll just be pronouncing words
correctly.
Yes. Hebrew.
I think we better end the video before we go too far down that line. Oh, awesome. Cheers, guys. That was good fun. Good fun. I'm terrified, though, Ryan. I'm terrified.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Don't go to... Watch something else. Watch something...
One of our other videos.
Light and fluffy, yeah.
We've got Dread Elves next, haven't we? So.
Absolutely. So on that, if you guys are enjoying these sorts of chats and want to contribute as well, put in the comments down below what sorts of themes and stuff you like. If we've completely overlooked something, which we definitely have, just put in there like what sort of things you'd be doing, any things you have done. Ollie, if you're listening, don't comment please, because it's my idea now about the underwater people. But yeah, like yeah. That's one thing I didn't do, was I've actually got a picture of his army, but I think it's
you left it out. Yeah.
But oh god. But it is really nice. I'll give him that. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. If you've got any comments, put them down. We'd love to hear it. If you want to suggest certain aspects of different of the books and types of concepts and things, let us know as well. And just, if you want any of these concepts to be done by any sort of painter or anything, we've got one.
We do.
On hand, yeah.
And so your army of Tooth Fairy demons awaits.
You can make your horrors a reality.
that if that's not your strapline, I don't know.
It should be going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, all the details to contact us are in the description below. I hope you've enjoyed our little chat of nonsense about the demons, and look forward to our next army chat in a couple of weeks. We're going to say Dread Elves or something. I don't know, another D army.
Another D.
Ds. Yeah.
But
awesome.
D-turds.
Yes. So anyway, it's bye from me.
Cheerio.
Bye bye.
See you later, folks.